We'll read today from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, the most confidential knowledge. It's not on the board, so I'll just say the Sanskrit. Text 27. Yat Kuroshi Yadasnasi, Yat Yuhoshi Dadasi Yat, Yat Tapashati Kunteya, Tat Kurushva Mad Arpanam. O son of Kunti, all that you do, all that you eat, all that you offer and give away, as well as all austerities that you may perform, should be done as an offering unto me. I say to you, please repeat. O son of Kunti,
O son of Kunti,
all that you do,
all that you do,
all that you eat,
all that you eat,
all that you offer and give away,
all that you offer and give away,
as well as all austerities that you may perform,
as well as all austerities that you may perform,
should be done as an offering unto me.
should be done as an offering unto me.
Purport by Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Thus, it is the duty of everyone to mold his life in such a way that he will not forget Krishna in any circumstance. Everyone has to work for maintenance of his body and soul together. And Krishna recommends herein that one should work for him. Everyone has to eat something to live. Therefore, he should accept the remnants of foodstuff offered to Krishna. Any civilized man has to perform some religious ritualistic ceremonies. Therefore, Krishna recommends, do it for me. And this is called archana. Everyone has a tendency to give something in charity. Krishna says, give it to me. And this means that all surplus money accumulated should be utilized in furthering the Krishna consciousness movement. Nowadays, people are very much inclined to the meditational process, which is not practical in this age. But if anyone practices meditating on Krishna 24 hours by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, rounds his beads, he is surely the greatest yogi, as substantiated by the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Yaktaroshi Yadasnati, Yashuhoshi Dadashiyat, Yastapashashi Kundriya, Sakashama. Om again to the Shakyanasana, Chakshun, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. O son of Kunti, all that you do, all that you eat, all that you offer and give away, as well as all austerities that you may perform, should be done as an offering unto me. So this is Krishna speaking. Who else could say this? Yogi, if you said this, do you think Mother Maharani would listen? No. So Krishna is God. So this is our movement. Our movement, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, is to remind us that Krishna is God. And that we're His servants. And what does this mean, to serve? It's like when we forget our service or our duty to serve, we create an atmosphere of sense gratification. This is called Maya. So our constitutional position is that we're servants of the Lord. Krishna is God, and we're His servants. It's not complicated. We make it complicated. We make it complex. So if we learn how to surrender to God, how to always remember Him and never forget Him, then our lives will become sublime. Srila Prabhupada taught us so many things, but it is up to us to apply them to our lives, to practice them. The Guru, the spiritual master, the Shastras, the Supreme Person, they are constantly giving their instructions. Unless we apply them to our lives, we're not going to be happy. It's very simple. And everyone wants to be happy. Everyone's searching for happiness. We're all searching for bliss, because that's our constitution. We're eternal, full of bliss and knowledge. So when we're not happy, that means we're associating with temporary things that are not eternal, things that are not in knowledge. And Prabhupada gave us simple things to follow. Of course, we know the don'ts. No illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling, no meat eating. These things, why? They're deterrents. They're deterrents to developing our Krishna consciousness. They're deterrents to developing the principles of religion, which are truthfulness, austerity, mercy, and what's the other one? Cleanliness, yes. So these are principles of religion. To be clean, to be austere, to be truthful, like this. So if we are not truthful, can we say we're a religious person? Can we say we're pleasing God? Can we say that we're trying to do what God wants? So these things, we have to apply them. Prabhupada said we should be known as perfect gentlemen. So who doesn't want to be known as a perfect gentleman? And by applying these principles of religion to our lives, we'll see that not only will we become happy, but we'll be able to interact with others in a more peaceful way, and hopefully bring peace to the world. Peace starts with ourselves. There are so many organizations in the world trying to bring peace. But peace starts from within. So we must become peaceful. And then we can help others be peaceful. Similarly, how to serve God is not difficult. There's a simple story. There's a father who likes strawberry ice cream. And he has two sons, little Joey and little Johnny. And they love vanilla ice cream. So the father goes to the store and he buys a big gallon of strawberry ice cream and a big gallon of vanilla ice cream. He brings them home and he puts them in the fridge, in the freezer. So, little Joey goes and makes him a big bowl of vanilla ice cream. And he's sitting at the table and he's eating it. And his father walks by and he sees him and he feels happy because he knows his son loves vanilla ice cream. So he's happy that his son is eating. He's provided for him. And so that brings him some happiness. But then a little later in the day, little Johnny goes in and he gets two bowls up. He makes him a big bowl of vanilla ice cream, and he makes another big bowl of strawberry ice cream. And first, before he eats, he brings the strawberry ice cream to his father. So this simple gesture, even evoked more love from his father. Why? Simply because he was offering to his father first. Then he went and enjoyed his ice cream. So it's not difficult to please God. In fact, in the same chapter, Krishna says, if you offer me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I will accept it. Anyone can offer these things. Our ability to serve Krishna is not dependent on how wealthy we are. So, it's not hampered. We shouldn't get illusioned by the pursuit of wealth or the American dream, so to speak. It's okay, as Prabhupada explains in his purport, we have to provide. Everyone has to work. That's fine. But don't get caught up in that activity, just the collecting and the making of money. What's the objective of that? The objective is to actually utilization is the principle, to utilize these things in Krishna's service, to give them to Krishna. Then we'll become happy. We can try other things. Many of us have done it for many, many years. For many years, we've tried so many things to become happy. But if we actually apply this simple process to our lives, to offer things to Krishna, to actually treat each other with kindness and respect. There's the golden rule, treat others as you want to be treated. And in the Shastras, it goes even further, that you see every woman except your wife as your mother. So these things, these principles, they're there, but we need to apply them. We can't just talk about them. We need to apply them to our lives. And then we'll see this planet become transformed from one of sinful activity to one of piety in Krishna and God consciousness. If we're conscious, why not be conscious of God? Otherwise, what's the use of our consciousness? What do we want to be conscious of? What's the goal of life? What do you want? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? I'm not trying to be dogmatic, but we need to become serious about our own happiness, our own Krishna consciousness, our own love for the Lord. And then we can help others become Krishna conscious. We can help others become enthused about service. The material energy is pulling at all of us in so many ways. You have to do the mind. There's a saying that an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So the mind needs to be fixed on service to God. Otherwise, so many things will pull us in so many directions. And it's not, we may think it's difficult to think of God, or to think of God as we go about our daily duties. Can you imagine Arjuna's difficulty? In the situation he was in, yet he surrendered to Krishna, and he thought of Krishna while performing the task he had to perform, which is much more difficult than what generally we have to do. We're not asked to do what Arjuna had to do. What an austere request. Something so difficult. But if we always remember that Krishna is the supreme enjoyer, he's the supreme friend, and he's the supreme proprietor, we'll become peaceful. This is guaranteed. As long as we're thinking we're the supreme enjoyer, or we're the supreme friend, in this way, we're thinking like this, we'll never be happy. But we have to put our faith in something. Why not try Krishna? If you haven't tried it, try it. We're constantly trying, practicing. Each day, we chant a certain number of rounds to hear the name of Krishna. It's described in this age that Krishna is incarnated in his name. He's not different from his name. So, as you were chanting today, whether you realized it or not, your tongue was doing the service. It was chanting Krishna's holy name. So little by little we need to engage all of our senses in Krishna's service, especially hearing, but also the tongue by chanting Krishna's holy name and by taking prasadam. This is the way to engage the tongue in service, to let the tongue vibrate the holy name of Krishna and to take Krishna prasadam, which we're ready to do now. So, thank you very much for coming. We appreciate all of your help to our movement. And please apply these processes, these instructions to your lives in whichever way you can. And you'll see your life change. Thank you very much. Any comments or questions? Otherwise, we'll take prasad. All glory to Srila Prabhupada.